it's Kristin. So first of all, before I get into my favorites, let me apologize for you seeing me in the same location, in the same apparel, in the same face. But I just had to take advantage of the time that I had to get these videos recorded for you. Normally I'm able to, you know, record on different days, but it just is the way that it worked out this time. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my May favorites. The first thing that I want to talk about, I kind of alluded to the fact that you would see this in my I Love Spring tag, and that is, and if you didn't see that video, don't be shocked, Essie's Butler Please. I picked this up because I saw Mindy from her Late Night Cravings. And actually, can I just say, those two girls are so sweet and so funny. I really have enjoyed their videos. I'll put their link below in case you guys haven't seen them, but they're really, really sweet, genuine girls. I really get a kick out of them. Well, that wasn't planned, but you know, bonus favorite for the month. So this is Essie's, like I said, Butler Please. And this is a really, Mindy had this on her Instagram, and I think she described it as like a hot blue or a neon blue, something like that. And I really, really enjoyed this. I was amazed at how much I enjoyed it. Now, in the comments of that video, a lot of people said that Pacific Blue from Sally Hansen is a dupe for that. So I do actually have that, believe it or not. So that is this right here. And I thought I would just say, I put them on a piece of paper. They are similar. At the top here is Pacific Blue, and then below is Essie's. And I think that the Pacific Blue is creamier. There's a little more kind of cream milkiness to it, where this one is a little more not cream. So anyway, there's my 2 cents on that. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the mascara combo that I've been loving this month. And I have used this mascara before. This is Mally's Volumizing Mascara, and I didn't love it before. It was fine, but I didn't love it. But for some reason this time, after it had been open for about a week, it just is doing amazing things for my lashes. So I like to combo that with, and I think this is the third of the sample sizes. I have like 3 of them. So this is the last one. I will purchase this. This is the Buxom Lash. What I like about this is the wand on this one works so well when you're using a volumizing mascara that maybe makes your lashes a little bit clumpy. This is perfect for getting in there and separating out the lashes and making them, you know, just more separated and lifted. So I had a lot of comments on the Bare Minerals High Shine video where I showed a bunch of different eye looks in a row about my lashes, and this is the combo. It was either this combo or this with the Covergirl Super Professional Thick that I've gone on and on about. But anyway, so I've really, really been enjoying this combination, and I'll show you in case you've not seen the brush on the Mally one. There's nothing crazy about it. There you go. Now this one, I do see that it will transfer a little bit on me towards the end of the day, but it's nothing crazy by any means, not like some of the other ones. It's just a couple of dots towards the end of the day. I don't love that about it, but I will put up with it based on what it has been doing for my lashes. So that is my mascara love of the moment. I just kind of have things in my little plastic thing down here, so I'm going to grab and talk as I go. For face powder, I really have enjoyed the Burberry powder in Trench 01. So it looks like that. It does have a puff down here, which I don't use, of course. But you can see I've made a really good dent in that. I've been enjoying using this to set things instead of the Laura Mercier. For some reason, I just wanted to try something different, and which is strange because I have just a little bit left of that to use it up, the Laura Mercier that I love so much. But I wanted something different, and I had purchased this when I was in Chicago. Really been enjoying that. It's a nice, it's a powder foundation, so it gives me the little bit of extra coverage that I like, and it looks like that. And I tried to show this before, so there's the heavier swatch. And it just blends out so nicely and gives a nice little coverage. You can see the difference between that and that. So I've really been enjoying using that, which is good considering what I paid for it. Let's talk about primer for a moment. I have not used, and I apologize, but I really am trying to get through that MAC Pro Longwear. So I've not played too much with the Guerlain BB cream. I will as soon as I'm done with that, I promise. However, I have been wearing the Guerlain Meteorites Pearls, and this is the one that came out for summer. It doesn't say anything, just base, de tint, makeup base, It doesn't have a color on it or anything, but it's different from the normal one because it has those kind of bronzy pearls. And so when you squirt it out, it has that kind of color to it. But then when you put it on your skin, I can't believe I just wasted some of that for you guys. It just kind of gives your skin like a little bit of a luminous. And I've had a lot of people say that my skin's been looking, you know, more, not dewy, but just better, that my skin looks great and glowy and that sort of thing. And I think it's that, I really think it's that primer. So I've enjoyed using that. I think I was so stuck on loving the Hourglass primer for so long, I wasn't giving any other primers a chance. And I've really enjoyed that one, as well as the Rouge Bunny Rouge one I showed last month. Okay, also in the Guerlain Love Fest, last month it was Rouge Bunny Rouge, this month it's Guerlain, is the bronzer in 00 Nude that looks like this. I have really enjoyed that as more of a blush, not contouring or anything, but you know, all over the face, and then as a blush with just a little bit more of, you know, any sort of pink blush right on the apples of the cheeks. And that really has worked so nicely this summer. I'm so glad that I picked that up. I'm very, very, very happy that I picked it up. It's too bad it's not permanent because it's a great product. Okay, let's talk about a bronzer that's not really a bronzer. Now, I've mentioned this in a couple of my videos. I even linked it in a video and put like the time that it was. Vanessa from the Bombshell Suite had done a video showing how to use Laura Mercier Ritual. But in that video, she used her Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. And you can see about how much of this I've used this month. I really just pulled this out to start using it again because of that. So I've taken my tapered, I take my tapered Sigma brush in F35, so it's the smaller one. And I kind of roll it in the product like this. This is what she did. This is not, you know, and I use it, which is what I think she was doing, but I kind of diffuse the line between my bronzer and my blush, and it just seems to tie everything together. I can't even explain it. You have to go and check out her video probably, because I don't want to do a video showing a technique that she used. That's just not right. But if you kind of suck in your cheeks, right there, and apply it kind of right there, right where you kind of had your bronzer and your blush, it just diffuses the line and makes everything look so much more complete. It's one of those techniques that when you see it, you're like, oh, that's fantastic. And I know I've talked it to death, but it's fantastic. So it deserves talking to death. And let's see, one other face product in here, and I've talked about this again before, but I use this every single day, and I've used it every single day for more than 6 months now. And this is the Covergirl Olay. If you look in my description, I have that and what's on my face. I talk about a lot of the color things every time I do a video, but I don't talk about these kind of things. This is the Covergirl and Olay Simply Ageless Concealer in 210. No joke, probably every day for November, December, January, February, March, April, May, 7 months now. Something like that. This works so well at really kind of hiding the like pigmentation where I had a blemish that went away on my skin. I'm amazed at how well it works and stays put. You definitely, in my opinion, have to make sure you put powder over it, or I don't feel like blush will adhere over top of it, if that makes sense. But if I just put a little bit of powder over top of it, and then all my other powder products will apply nicely. So this is just such a great product that doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. I originally purchased it and liked it for my under eyes, but since finding other things for that and switching over to using this for my face, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, I feel like I'm talking forever and ever today. The eyeliner that I've been loving, and I've talked about this so much, but I don't care, it is worth mentioning. This is the Tarte Skinny Smolderize in Sunstone Bronze. It's the only one that I have. It came in a QVC New Beauty test tube. Now, I barely touched that to my skin. So, I love the color. And just really, really pretty brown with, it's a warm bronzy brown. I mean, Sunstone Bronze. And this stays put in the waterline. You can put it on your lash line and have time to smudge it out before it sets, and then it sets and stays put. I really have enjoyed that product. I will absolutely be repurchasing more colors of that once I work my way through some of the ones that I have. But, you know, I have never been disappointed in a Tarte eyeliner. I've talked about them for well, almost years now, but I just love the Tarte eyeliners. Okay, and I have two lip combos to show you, which is strange for me. Weirdly enough, I'm not wearing either one of them today, but this is the Laura Mercier lip stain in Shy Pink, so it's a little pot like this. I love the color of this on my lips, but on my lips by itself, it doesn't seem to last very long for a stain. And I feel like it dries up my lips just a little bit when I use it by itself. So there is the color right there. And then I'm going to show you, this is the Rose Pearl. I've talked about this lip gloss before, Rose Pearl from Revlon. And I'm going to put it to the side of there first. So that's what that looks like. And then over top, I just love this lip combo. I can't tell you the amount of times I've worn this. There it is over top. Isn't that gorgeous? Answer me. I just think that's so pretty. I've worn this more times than I should with as many lipsticks as I've had. But just, and it wears really well. It wears a long time. Just love that. So if you have either of those products, try that out and please report back. Let me know if you love it as much as I do. I just think it's great for summer. It's, you know, it's kind of a bronzy look without being too bronze, which doesn't work so well for me. So, and the last lip combo I've been enjoying, I have pulled this back out, and actually Pixi was the one that reminded me about this. I pulled it back out and she didn't like it. It didn't work for her, but I really enjoyed this. This is the Hourglass Lip Sheer Lip Stain in Petal. So it's this, you twist it up. We'll do the same thing here. And this is a really pretty peachy color. There we go. So that is Petal by itself. And then I still don't know whether this is the Revlon Lip Gloss in Papaya. I still can't figure out whether this was permanent or not, because a lot of times our stores don't carry things that all the time that other stores do. Like, I've never seen Revlon foiled ever in a store, ever. And everybody talks about that. So that's the lip gloss by itself. And then these are the two of them together. Just gives it a little more bright coral. And that, so that right there. I just think that's so pretty. I really, really like it. And look at that stain. I wiped it off and that's still there. That's the Hourglass. And it wasn't on there for that long. Okay, so I have two randoms today. The first one is my current favorite Keurig flavor, and that's English Toffee. I really, really like this flavor, and it makes the house smell really good, just kind of like that caramel vanilla one that I like as much. So this is my current favorite love, English Toffee. And then this is so funny. I promise you, you guys know I have never lied to you. This was already on my list to use as my favorites before I just happened to see somebody else who we all know and love talk about it in a video. So when I was down by Steven's, it's my friend Steven that lives near Chicago, on the first weekend of May, I was forced to ask him, his sheets smell so good and his towels smell so good. I was like, what are you using? And he said, oh, I'll show you. So we actually were going to Target and he took and showed me. And it's these Purex Crystals Long-Lasting Fragrance. And this is in Fresh Spring Waters. And I had never heard anybody talk about these ever in my life. I've heard a lot of people, like Sam Sherman, she always talks about the downy one. So I've heard a lot of people talk about those things, but I've never seen anybody talk about these. And then I was watching last night Donna Short's video and she mentioned these. I was like, woohoo, I love me some crystals too. So I'm really excited. You can tell that I've been using them quite, and I just, I got them when I was down in Chicago actually. I purchased them right then and there. And I've used them in every load since, and they really are fresh smelling, and it lasts a long time. I'm amazed. And what I like about it too is that as I've washed more clothes in them, my closet, when I walk into it, smells like that too. So I like that. Alright, so that is all that I have for you. I don't have to run down what's on my face because I did already in my empties. I will, of course, list it below if you have any questions on anything. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, though, that I've not answered, feel free to leave them below, and I will get back to you as quick as I can. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you soon. Bye!